So therefore, by the time this cancel this and 3 cancel 3, I said earlier that you are multiplying to both sides. You are multiplying this index to both sides, the reciprocal of that index to both sides. And that would be if I multiply this index here by 3 over minus 2, I must also have 3 over minus 2 in this case. And then this cancels. I have just x standing alone. So then we are free. Then here we have 9. Now since I'm having 9 raised to the power of 3 over minus 2, 3 over minus 2 in fraction, you can't just write a negative index as a denominator, you bring it up. So that will be minus 3 over 2. And then the next thing is this 9 here is 3 squared, right? Then remember that we still have minus 3 over 2. And I will end up having x to be equals to 2 times, I'm using this law. Where is it? This x and y. So this will multiply this. So if 2 multiply minus 3 over 2, these 2 will cancel this 2. I will have just 3 raised to the power of minus 3 left. So whatever I have, you know what to do from here. You can't see this in the options. This is a negative index. So I'm using this last rule I have here. So this negative index means 1 over. So what do I have left? I have just 3 raised to the power of 3 left. Hence the final answer is 1 over. 3 cube is 3 times 3 times 3, that's 27. So if you solve for x, the correct answer is 1 over 27. So that's how it works. So we have another question again. Suppose you have, let's try another question that is very similar to that. If you have p raised to the power of 1 over 2 to be equals to, let's say you have it as 2. So solve for p. Here in this case, you just say square root both sides, but it's not really necessary to do that. And I want to follow the same pattern. How will you, okay, I want to look for p. So the first question to ask yourself is, what is actually disturbing this p? You believe that it is 1 over 2 that is disturbing this p. And then how will you get rid of this 1 over 2? Is by multiplying both sides of these two equations by a power of the reciprocal of this index that you have here. And the inverse or the reciprocal of this thing is 2 over 1. So if I put 2 over 1 here, I also put what? 2 over 1. There's an invisible 1 here in this case. 1 times 2 over 1. So it's not a must show the 1. So just put 2 over 1 there. So these two, we cancel these two. Whatever I have left is p. Then I have 2 raised to the power of, this is 2, right? 2 over 1 is 2. So I have p equals to what? 2 squared is what? Is 4. So this one is very simple. So all these kind of simple questions. So what if we have this kind of question? 4x raised to the power of 3 times 4x raised to the power of 0 times 2x raised to the power of minus 8. Here in this case, this is very, very direct. You are free to multiply this, and this together. But if I were you, I'll just do 2 squared. And I have x cubed times 2 squared. I have x